That was an exhausting chapter. Philip.
So much has grown, but there are no roots, no herbs.
What are you looking at, Jonathan?
The garden is in disorder. I want it to be right again, but I don't know how to do it.
Before I became prior, I thought the same about Kingsbridge.
Well, what did you do?
I cleaned up.
Where do we start?
Get rid of some weeds.
Some plants are weeds and must go before we can plant new seeds.
What are weeds?
They take away what the other plants need to grow. Light, water, room.
What do we do?
Pluck them. They look a lot like every other plant, so you need to learn how to tell them apart. Here, you see those? They're called wood sorrel. Let's pluck only those for now.
I'll do it.
If you insist. Make sure to pull out all of the thin roots.
And now what do I do?
For plants to take root, the soil must be loose and fertile.
So, may I dig now?
Where you do? Where's your shovel?
Done.
I
What's
mean,
next?
alright. Yeah. How can we water
Stay
the
here.
seed
I'll
if
be
we
right
don't
back.
have the seed? I suggest we water the seed. But, Philip, there is no seed. I said water the damn seed!
Now, where did you put them? Ah, here they are. You always said you wanted to plant these seeds and make a new garden, Milius. I think it's about time.
Now that's a ghost.
What did you bring?
Do you remember Milius? A kind man with a warm smile. Well, he told me to give you this.
Wow!
Now we just have to wait.
All right.
How long do we wait? Aw, seriously. I was waiting for him to ask that. Wait. Wait.
How?
There we go.
Too long for us to keep sitting here.
Ah! True.
That long?
Some things take time. And only with patience will you receive your reward.
Patience.
Why do we have to do all these things if all we had to do is wait?
Simply waiting would not have been enough, Jonathan. You just paved the way for things to take their course. They are happening right now. And in a few days' time, we will return and see the first green leaf of something new.
Oh. Is it God's reward?
Maybe
Does he make things grow?
you made it.
No. I just planted the seed.
Now you can fetch some water from the rain barrel.
But that water's smelly. It's been there forever. There are many trees by the river. I bet that water's better.
That's a longer walk, though.
I don't mind. The distance is worth it.
Maybe you're right. It is worth it. Let's walk together then.
But I'll carry the bucket.
Yeah, you will. Damn kid making me walk all that extra way.
Why isn't Remigius holding the sermon? What's gotten into Philip?
Our church lies in ruins. But all of this, these dire times, have revealed something important to us. Something that, maybe until today, I wasn't aware of.
What do you mean?
These seems like really weird options.
God doesn't watch us from above. While you and I have waited for God to make things better, a lot has happened. Hardships and happiness. Yesterday, I heard the choir sing a new chant and was moved beyond words. Today, Jonathan tended to our garden to make it beautiful again. And he told me of things I almost had forgotten. God doesn't work in the ways we might assume. All good and all evil the scripture tells us about are not out there or in here. They are within each of us.
I mean, this is... I feel like I'm gonna get, like, burnt alive for witchcraft or something.
Thus, we carry the godly spark within us. But we have witnessed that man can have the devil in his heart as well. Prayer needs no special place, for we are his church. In our actions, he exists.
We are God's temple.
No man is closer to God than any other man. Whether you pray in church or on the streets of our towns, whether you're a man, woman, monk, or bishop,
Philip, look outside. You have to see them. You've got to see the horses and the colours.
Jonathan,
Colors, I mean, that doesn't seem
Now,
like it
what's
would
going
be...
on?
I heard noises and I went to look.
calm down. What happened?
But the priest said they brought a miracle.
Who? What? What priests?
Step right up, brothers and sisters. For you are about to see something that will change your life.
Who is that?
They brought us a miracle.
A miracle?
Don't be shy. There is no danger, just awe that awaits you here. Ah, you must be Prior Philip. I am Brother Reynold. I have been sent by the Archbishop of Canterbury. Here is his letter, in case you have reasonable doubts.
Inspector letter.
We've been charged to accompany the Weeping Madonna. She is to replace the loss of your relic, Saint Adolphus the Martyr, who was taken from you, I hear, with brute force.
What?
On her travel from far away Africa, she has collected donations to reward Kingsbridge for your faith in her and in the Lord.
I
Now,
can't believe this.
I'm not
What is all this?
100%
You
sure
do
my
believe.
accuracy of
That is
history of
why
that
she
era
came.
is not the best,
And that is
but
why you shall witness her
Saracens
miracle for yourself
were
today.
like in like the Turkish area. So that's not
The
Africa.
Weeping Madonna came to me in a faraway land named Africa. A baptized Saracen was her former guardian. And I and the custodians of the Holy Virgin were chosen to take her on a journey.
What country did you say you came from?
We have traveled all the way from a place of wonders too marvelous to behold. The faraway land of Africa.
Africa has many countries, I've heard.
Yes, it does. I knew not her powers or destination. Nevertheless, I carried her for many miles. Many bore witness to
What's it
her
like in
miracle
Africa? Hot.
before it dawned upon me.
What's it like in Africa?
The sun is always shining, and miracles happen
That is
every
just-
day.
You're doing
It's
such a
a
bad
land
job.
of great
You're doing such a
deserts,
horribly
fig trees,
bad job.
and creatures that an Englishman can't even dream up.
Like these horses. Are they horses?
They are not. To you, they might resemble horses, but the
Oh my
name the
God.
Africans have for these creatures is
Can
impossible
we just?
to
Oh
pronounce,
my God! This,
even for
this
me.
priest.
But I wondered,
Oh
what
my
shrine
God!
should be her shelter? This time, it was the Madonna herself who answered my questions.
You mentioned there were fig trees in Africa. What are they?
It's a fruit, of course. It looks like a strawberry and tastes like a pear.
The scripture
I've not actually ever had
mentions
things,
these
so
figs. And they sound nothing like that. Why is that?
No two apples look or taste alike. The same goes for figs. And doubly so.
I'm getting the impression that this man has never even been to Africa. But why would he
Yeah,
lie?
well, thanks.
She
'cause
said,
I've
"You
already
shall
died.
build me a new church in Kingsbridge." So we set off, with the blessing of Archbishop Theobald of Canterbury. And along the road, from Paris, across Normandy,
Yeah, talk to them.
Excuse me. Don't interrupt.
the Weeping Madonna has chosen you, all of you. I will tell you again, dear brothers and sisters. The
Do I
Weeping
have to
Madonna
wait for him
has
to finish
chosen
talking before I
you,
can go talk to
all
Jack?
of you. I will tell you again, dear brothers and sisters.
Hey!
Now, brothers but it is in places like these, and in dark times like these, that God's light
They look
shines
almost like
brightest.
horses.
And along the road
Hollow.
from Paris,
Feels like a wicker basket
across
covered in
Normandy,
pelt.
over the sea and all
That's
the way
like,
to Kingsbridge.
It's like a horse camel.
Devout Christians have given money for the building of the Church of the Weeping Madonna.
Hey, I saw that.
This Church of Kingsbridge. And I will tell you again, she is a true
Hey.
miracle that will change your life
What's going on?
as she changed mine.
I am
Many
Philip.
bore witness to
Who are
her
you,
miracle
young man?
before it dawned upon me. She wanted to go home, but when?
Why are you hiding?
It came to me in a dream. It was Kingsbridge.
That's not fit for a
You
shrine.
heard me correctly.
Nothing
It was
sacred
a
about
long
this.
journey. The Weeping
You gonna poke his head back
Madonna
out?
came to me in
No,
a faraway
there's still another
land
question.
named Africa.
Let me ask you
A
more questions,
baptized
child.
Saracen was her former governor. I and the custodians
Oh.
of the Holy Virgin were chosen to take baptized. A Saracen? You must be thinking. Can you feel it? Brothers and sisters, you are about to witness a miracle. The Madonna knows how you have suffered. The Virgin Mother had to witness the rise and fall of her Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, and never stopped believing. Kingsbridge has endured many hardships. Prior James left you before his time when you
Yes.
needed him the most. Your old cathedral was burned to the ground.
How do you know this?
And your new one collapsed even before construction was finished.
I mean, word would travel.
You have suffered the ruthless destruction of your market, homes, and lives.
Dada!
All of you have lost husbands, wives, and children, family and friends.
Dada!
All of you know how it is to be
Follow him.
hungry and
I don't want to listen to
afraid.
this priest.
Jack. Aliena.
Philip,
But this is...
a miracle, isn't it? Or something along those lines.
But how?
We thought it was time to give Tommy a home.
The boy? Your boy?
Well, Philip? Do you recognize him? Our little Tommy?
Tommy? But... It's been almost 3 years since I last saw you, Jack. Where on earth did you find him?
I'd almost given up looking for him. Then Tommy found him.
And you decided to come back.
Well, this is our
No,
home, after
we
all.
did after a little while.
Then what on earth is all this? This miracle?
With the Madonna, we were able to collect donations for your priory and for Kingsbridge.
Really?
We can start anew. We can rebuild the cathedral.
What's the catch?
I'll get to be master builder.
Why?
I've studied the cathedrals, churches, and houses they build in France and Spain. I saw how different their constructions were, with new shapes, colors, and ideas. Oh, you should have seen it. They combined rib vaulting and pointed arches. I want to do that. That's why.
Why here?
Because this is home.
The townspeople probably think that's enough to build a whole cathedral. But to me, it looks like about £100. You know, that won't even pay for a year's work.
Like all of this, it's a symbol. Enough for a fresh start.
And the Madonna will stay here. Kingsbridge will attract visitors and donations again.
You mean I should be thankful for these lies and tricks?
Jack! Aliena! You came back!
We wanted to see you, little sister.
Well, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. But
Wonder
look at
who
you!
the freaking
And the
person
little
in the
one.
thing was.
Tommy.
How are
Fault
the
with
others?
Martha.
Alfred left Kingsbridge. Richard shows up every now and then, and Ellen returned to the forest.
We need to visit her.
Father lives with her now.
What's wrong, Mother?
I'm glad you're back.
I am too.
Wait.
Very glad.
What?
She looks like she's about to cry. She will weep for your suffering, Kingsbridge. She knows your pain.
What now?
The miracle!
Wait.
Her eyes are wet.
Can't you just say that?
Her eyes!
Look at her. Heaven.
They're shining!
She cannot hold her tears any longer.
She is made of wood. It's impossible.
Why are you weeping?
She is mute ever since her husband died.
The Madonna has suffered as I have. She understands.
It's a miracle!
It seems through her faith in all of your lies, Mary has found a miracle.
Whoa.
We can't keep trying to repair Kingsbridge by ourselves.
What the fuck happened
Things
there?
are not improving. We're struggling to keep things as they are.
But we
Feel like
can't
we just
afford to
skipped a scene.
hire help.
Without farming and fairs, we're back to Prior James's time.
All these past years, my advice was good enough for you. But it appears you've changed your mind now, again.
It is time we started doing something to wake up and make Kingsbridge what it used to be. We did before and we can do it again.
I'm not willing to accept a risk like that. Don't you remember what happened last time? My, how easily we forget.
I remember well.
And still, you put your trust into a group of random strangers to make things better. Philip, why in God's name have you stood by and let this happen? They're tricking us into giving them money for false idols.
They are giving us money.
So that we'll place this idol in our priory? Do you approve of this?
People need hope, and these travelers are giving them hope. Yes, it is a deception, but with good intentions. Mary speaks again. Is that not a true miracle?
You fell for them. You really did. And now you joyfully take part in their deceptions. I'm warning you. I cannot support a prior who tolerates heresy.
Yeah, well, go somewhere else.
Your
Remedius.
threat won't sway me. No matter how unconventional, their return and their gift are a blessing.
You made
No
your
one likes
decision,
you anyway.
Philip of Gwynedd. And now, I make mine. I resign. I'm leaving the Priory.
Woo! Party!
You got so big, Tommy. And you're just as shy as your father was.
Don't let him fool you. Usually, he's always up to something.
Oh,
We are
gosh.
so proud of you. Of both of you.
Is she still here? Your wife, Agnes.
No.
When Martha
Martha
said that
moved to
Tom went to
Kingsbridge.
go, well,
She got a proper burial
not
this
Tom,
time.
that
Will you come back with us too?
Which you
it's
won't
going to
now.
come up in a second.
Yes.
I'll remember her name.
I need your help with the cathedral. Philip and I have big plans.
We'll come.
Ellen, thank you.
Ellen, we found Jack's
When-
family in Cherbourg.
When Martha said that Ellen
Place
had gone
he
to
came
live with
from
Tom,
wasn't
I was like,
Cherbourg,
wait,
it was Cherbourg.
that means she's dead. But
Really?
then, of course,
What were they like?
Tom
They were
didn't
good
die in
people.
this. I'm thinking of the book.
His grandmother said Jack looked just like him, like his father.
He does. But they never came for him or asked about him.
They thought he was dead. His ship sunk. He always wanted to go to England.
Have you ever heard of the White Ship?
No.
The king's family drowned.
My father was there. He was the only one who survived.
Not for long.
You told me that he was accused of stealing a chalice.
Yes. But I know he was innocent. I heard the story and had to find out what he looked like. He told me his name. I fell in love. I helped him escape. But in the end, they caught up with us.
What happened then?
They hanged him.
Oh,
I was there,
what are
you
you
were there,
doing,
Jack.
game?
but you weren't born yet. He was led to the gallows. Everyone was quiet. The people somehow knew he was not a thief. But I knew for sure. He told me. He was so afraid. He didn't want to die. I didn't want him to die. And I prayed. Then I heard his voice. Quiet.
Sang sweeter than ever, as if the falling melody might wing and net dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey, the lark his freedom net.
No! No!
You said that 3 men were responsible for Father's death.
Who were they?
The Sheriff of Shiring, Percy Hamley, Prior James of Kingsbridge, and Archdeacon Waileran Bygod. They showed no mercy. Neither did I. I curse you! All of you! He will return to haunt you! One day, you will be judged for what you did. Your houses shall be consumed by fire. Your life shall end in pain and agony. You shall grow old in sadness and regret. The people they killed will return to haunt them. I promised them.
We welcome our new prior, Remigius. He helped to recover the bones of the Saint of Kingsbridge, Adolphus, from the hands of thieves. Adolphus already rests safely in this great cathedral of Shiring.
I think, yeah.
Our master builder Alfred promised me that it will only be a matter of a few years until the cathedral will be finished.
Oh my God, it's going to fall down.
And the Earl of Shiring has promised to support us. But he has not done so for himself. No, the Earl is not a selfish man. His mother, Lady Hamley, is sick. More and more, I feel the whole of England is suffering from a sickness. The sickness of war, poverty, and most of all, heathen beliefs. I have spoken to God. I asked him, begged him to walk amongst us, to heal us. But God told me that only when this great cathedral is finished will he have a temple to reside in. No matter the cost, this shall be a towering castle to protect us from evil and false beliefs. With this cathedral, we will bring an end to the dark times.
Waileran, by God!
Jack, what are you doing here?
My father died by your hands, Waileran. His name was Jacques Cherbourg.
How dare you talk to the bishop like that?
He died right here!
Who are you?
I know that man. He's that bastard from Kingsbridge.
That man is my husband.
You?
All of you, listen to what we have to say. From now on, Kingsbridge is protected.
By our knights, by our walls, and by the word of the king.
So whatever you do, we will defend our town, our market and fulling mills.
And our cathedral, which we shall rebuild. All workers are invited to come and work for us.
Preposterous.
If you so much as try to bring harm to us, Bishop, we will make sure that you pay for everything you did.
Well, that was a short chapter compared to the first one. Alright.
It had been 3 years. 3 years of drought. 3 years of hunger and poverty. England was brought to its knees. Only our walls had kept us safe from the bands of outlaws raiding towns and villages. Bishop Waileran and William Hamley forced the workers to finish their cathedral in Shiring. Many had died. The work on our own cathedral had almost come to a halt. 4 weeks the storm had raged on. It was then that our cathedral gave up its last secret. everything changed.
Tom! I told you wouldn't like the sight of this.
It looks bad. But it's not the wall I'm worried about. It's good you sent the workers home during the storm. Now do us all a favor and do the same. Go home. Your children hardly get to see you. Tommy and Sally have been asking about you all morning.
Okay.
You'll kill yourself up here!
That crack down there must have been due to the storm. If the storm works, I work.
My cathedral was never designed to be this high.
I know! I reinforced the walls. It cannot be the height.
What else was damaged? I'd look myself, but I dare not come closer. If your mother knew I was up here at all, she'd kill me.
Both of us.
What?
She would kill both of us!
Alright. So... chisel... Oh!
Careful over there!
If we don't find out what's causing this, then the whole east wall will come down. The storm is making it worse.
You're right. What about Aliena?
She should be on her way back from Winchester now.
Oh, I hope she's all right in this.
Yeah, I hope so too. No. I don't want to break more stones loose.
Okay.
The roof looks all right. One day, people will fly, like birds, sailing on the wind. Rashid told me.
Sure. Until then, stay away from the edge.
I'd better be careful up here. The storm makes it worse, but I don't believe it's the cause of our problem. The vaulting is cracked. This could be a problem.
What about that?
Over here, the vaulting looks weak.
If the vaulting was unstable, it could pull the wall inward and damage it. Especially with this storm putting pressure on the wall from the outside.
We have to find out.
How?
If I widen these cracks, we'll see if our problem gets worse or not.
I don't like the sound of that.
Me neither, but I'll have to fix it either way.
Okay.
If I make it worse, then we'll at least know what the problem is.
You're probably right.
All right. One more time.
Ah, come on.
What happened?
If the vaulting were unstable, this part should have collapsed and the wall would retract.
So, the cause of our problem is not up here?
No.
When we erected the eastern wall 17 years ago, there was also a crack. No matter what we did, it always came back. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, I remember. But this is not the same wall. We rebuilt it.
Still, could the cause not have been the same in both cases?
Maybe.
The ground?
The ground is the same.
But it's never been that dry.
We had no problem with the rest of the walls.
Well, that's true. But there must be something else.
The crypt!
How kept the whole foundation there as it was?
But it never had to carry this much weight before.
You're right. If the cause of our problem is down there, we'll find it.
Oh.
You go ahead.
Don't you need help?
Nah, I'll manage. Just don't tell your mother.
Are you sure?
Go on. I know you can't wait to get down there.
Neither can you. I'll just take a quick look and wait for you.
Oh no. Don't do it, Tom.
They were enraged. Bishop Henry thinks that the Pope should hear about what you wrote.
I think so, too. I would be honored if he read my book.
Philip, I really am worried about you.
There is no need for you to worry, Jonathan. It is just a book.
The problem is that the people love your sermons and what you wrote, even though most of them can't read. Your book is being copied in priories all over England.
Is that not a good thing, if our message gives people hope?
In desperate times, hope can be a powerful force.
That is very true.
Well, I fear the bishops. They might come to believe you took that power from them.
Huh? Do you?
What are you doing, cat? Okay. So... Oh! Damn it.
Have you been atop the cathedral during the storm?
Don't worry, Philip. The storm isn't as bad up there. Jonathan, did you and the others come directly from Winchester?
Yes, we did.
What about Aliena?
She stayed a day longer for the Fleece Fair. She should be on her way back now.
In this storm?
We didn't expect it to get worse.
No one did.
I am sure she'll be alright.
I need to go. I think I know why the east wall is unstable.
Yes? Why is that?
I'm not sure, but I think the answer lies down in the crypt. I should hurry before it's too late.
Okay.
I don't like the look of that. I don't like it one bit. better wait for Tom. I know he doesn't want to miss anything.
We're gonna pan back up there and it's gonna like collapse and Tom's gonna die.
Now it's down here too. The first cracks are showing.
That means we were right. The cause of the instability must be down here.
The ground.
Could be.
The drought could have made it worse.
We'll find out.
Is there...
Rashid was right. People love to believe in miracles. The reason most people come to Kingsbridge now is for Philip's sermons. He tells them what they need to hear. He gives them hope.
Don't rub your head against the mic, Cat. No, don't do it.
Do you know what's going on here, Mary? That definitely wasn't here before.
It wasn't.
Time to get to work. If I widen the crack, I might find out what caused it.
Okay. Let's do
If
it.
there's dry sand behind there, we know it's the ground.
Just be careful when you work on that wall. If it's the ground and the foundation, the whole wall could cave in.
Oh, I missed it, I think. No, apparently I gave it to
Here
me.
we go. But
what?
I think I can feel a draft.
What?
One more time.
A draft? That would...
Jack, watch out!
It's all right.
What is it? Dear God.
These stones, they've been removed before.
The mortar is missing on most of them.
Whoever put them back just added some mortar on top of the stones to hide the fact that they were removed. The tile at the bottom was completely loose.
What does that mean?
I think it was an entrance.
An entrance? To where?
That's what we'll find out.
Careful now. You've got the whole east wall on top of you. Jack?
Jack? It's dark in here.
Oh.
There's a whole room here. A chamber.
What's that?
I'll get a torch.
Philip, I'll get it. You stay here.
Okay, interesting.
That's not wood. It's metal. Gold, even. Is that a coffin?
I mean, I don't think
There's
so.
sand everywhere. Huh? It's a bed.
What?
There's a bed in here.
What the hell?
What? Jonathan, we need that torch.
It's made of leather. It's a whip. What is
whip,
that
eh?
doing here?
I have the torch.
All right, come in here. Should be safe.
Yes.
Should be.
Did you know about this place?
No. No, I did not. I have seen this chalice before. when I was very young. It's the chalice of the Eucharist from Kingsbridge Cathedral.
Ah.
Cuthbert told me about it. They said it was stolen.
And melted down, I know. Mother told me. They also said it was my father who did it.
Did they?
So he's innocent then?
He must be.
And whoever hid the chalice is responsible for his death. They hanged him in Shiring for stealing this chalice. But it was here all along.
That scourge, the whip. It belonged to Prior James. I was afraid of it when I first visited Kingsbridge with Francis and Abbot Peter. Even the look of it scared me.
James. Maybe it was him. I think I saw him during the night of the fire in the cathedral. When the old cathedral burned down, there was a man in the fire. His shoulders were bloody, as if he had chastised himself.
Oh, yeah.
It is you! By God and the devil!
He told me that he had sinned, that he had done something to me. Perhaps because I looked like my father.
So he confessed for framing your father while he hid the cup here?
But it
So wait, James was alive the whole time and he just hid in
James
here?
died weeks before the fire.
Did he? You said they never found his body. Maybe he hid down here. Maybe that's why the bed's here.
Wait. Jack, you were in the burning cathedral. What were you doing there?
And then I told Philip what I'd done. He just looked at me and didn't say anything.
What does this tell us? Okay. So now do we get to see their cathedral collapse? Because surely they've got the same problem and Alfred won't be able to know what it is or what happened.
What do you want?
Do you think it is wise to resign yourself to gluttony at times like these? While your people starve on the streets of Shiring?
Don't play the saint. You promise them miracles. And you make them pay. But your miracles never work out, do they?
God works in ways that we cannot comprehend.
My mother cannot walk. You failed. Again. What do you want?
I came about a book.
The Bible again.
No. Philip of Gwynedd wrote it. And the church is displeased. Bishop Henry was enraged. This is our chance, William.
Your chance, you mean? If you need forces, talk to Walter or Ugly. I don't care. I built your fucking cathedral. I'm done.
It's not just about Philip. It's about Aliena and her family.
Don't mention that name.
But have you not heard? King Stephen and Maud's son just signed a peace treaty.
I don't care.
You should care.
I said I don't. Now leave, and don't come back unless I ask for you. Where's my wife?
They've not returned yet, Lord William.
Then get me a whore! Now!
Yeah, you should care. Oh well, poor William. At the same time, somewhere very far away. God damn it. Stupid. Where's my mouse gone? What the fuck just happened? Okay, apparently that is not. Enter the hut.
I am sorry for intruding, but I must ask you for shelter. I was on my way from the Fleece Fair in Winchester to Kingsbridge and got caught in the storm.
Nasty, isn't it?
Yes. And it's getting worse and worse. Thank you for your hospitality.
I didn't really say anything. I just, except for the peasant.
Someone help me!
Where the fuck is that coming from?
Please! I need help!
Must be coming from outside.
Hello? Oh dear, are you hurt?
William's wife, I'm gonna guess.
I can't move. Take my hand. We'll get you inside. We'll only be here until it's safe to leave. We won't bother you.
What a talkative bunch.
I'm Aliena. What's your name?
Elizabeth.
Breathe, Elizabeth. You're safe now.
Mm-hmm.
She took her.
Should have let her die. We would all be better off without someone like her.
Oh, alright, yeah.
I don't like this.
Hold your horses. We'll see what happens.
She's avoiding eye contact.
You should get out of this place as soon as you can.
Be assured, I will leave as soon as the storm ceases. I hope the storm spares your homes and fields.
If only we had that much left.
We still have our lives.
And our dignity.
You still have yours.
What's she doing now?
I don't know. I think she's freezing.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something warm, but...
We don't have much, but always enough for a lost soul. She doesn't deserve anything. Take a bowl and go ahead.
Just try to...
Alright.
I am.
Yay. Alright, fill the bowl. Bowl of soup.
Shush, let her eat.
Thank you.
Man, are they gonna flip out when I give it to the...
Eat this. You must be hungry.
Thank you. That's nice of you.
Why are you giving her soup? Dirt. That's what she deserves for dinner.
What? Do you want her to starve?
Please, don't start a fight.
What do you... Trying to find something to warm you. I thought that would be it, but... Is there anything else around here that I could use? Why don't you just sit closer to the fire?
It's safer in here.
Yeah, well... I have no idea. Where the hell... Stop it, let's just talk to her.
Oh, you're so kind. Many people would have let me die. People don't listen to me. My entourage didn't even notice they lost me.
Who?
My husband and his entourage.
A fine husband you have. I divorced my last one for less than that.
Divorced? Oh, he's just been beside himself ever since his mother.
Maybe now you'll understand what loss feels like. And what you people are doing to us.
Stop bullying her! Can't you see she's upset? How do they know you? This isn't right.
Oh, I'm used to it. I guess that's how it is when your husband holds an office like that. He has to do a lot of things people don't like. And sometimes they recognize me, too.
Wait. Is your husband the Earl of Shiring?
I thought you knew.
William Hamley.
Nailed it.
Oh, please don't abandon me too. I swear, I'm not... I can't...
I used to know him when I was a girl.
Really?
Why did you marry him?
My parents arranged it. And it was an honor to be picked.
What's he like now?
I loathe him with all my heart. How do you know him?
We came from noble families. In fact, I was supposed to marry him at one point.
No! How come you didn't?
Because he was an SOB.
Unbearable. So I refused.
You refused him?
It caused a lot of misery.
Oh, you're so courageous. I wish I was like you. I can't even stand up to the servants.
Don't act like you didn't have a hand in the downfall of this land. For years he roamed across the country to raid, rape and kill.
I'm sorry.
He's no Earl. After all he's taken from us, we should take something from him too.
She has nothing to do with this. Don't you dare touch her. Can't you see she's another one of his victims?
Oh, give over. She's in on it too.
Can you even imagine how it must be to be a child married to Hamley? The abuse and the humiliation every single day. I'm so sorry.
I'm crying because you know too.
Enough to know your pain.
I just don't know what to do anymore.
Tom, where the hell am I supposed to tether this horse?
Oh, shit.
It's Walter. He's looking for me.
Come with me to Kingsbridge. People will take care of you there.
That should do it.
Walter.
You? I've not seen you in a long time. William would be very pleased if I brought him your head.
No! Don't harm her. If it wasn't for her, I'd be dead. She saved me from the storm.
Did she now? Come on, we have to get back to the castle. We've lost too much time already.
Elizabeth stays with me.
No, she doesn't.
Thank you for saving me and protecting me from these people.
Come on now, we need to get going. William is waiting.
Wait, she's just gonna go? Oh, come on. I thought I was going to be able to fight harder than that. Another chapter gone. Still waiting to watch that cathedral collapse. The cathedral at Shrine.
Dear Francis,
I'm waiting for it.
The letters I have written to you over the years surely could be bound into a book. But only you know what my words in those letters amount to. It is different with the book I have written. It has found its way into priories throughout England and beyond. Because of my book, I may have to talk to Bishop Henry. But that is not the only thing that keeps me awake tonight. Behind a wall in our crypt, Jack discovered a hidden room. We do not know who built it. But it is likely that Prior James hid there, even after he was said to have drowned. That means he was alive when we met in Kingsbridge on New Year's Day, the day of his burial. And Jack told me he saw a man in the church the night it burned down. Was that him? And if so, did he burn in the fire that night? The dust storm and the drought are taking their toll on all of us. Thanks to our town wall, we are safe from the Earl and the outlaws. We've heard of places nearby being raided. We believe the attackers were William Hamley's men. We have enough food to last us another few weeks. But life has come to a halt. Martha believes there will be rain soon. But the storm is only a harbinger of rain. I hope that she is right.
Yeah?
Jonathan worries about my book. The Divine Soul. In Winchester, he heard that Bishop Henry was less than pleased by what I had written. I am not naive enough to pretend I do not know why. I wrote that hope is godly, and since God made each of us, hope and salvation are only to be found within ourselves. Henry sells hope, and I am giving it away for free. If the church should ask me to clarify my position, of course I shall do so. But I feel I must give our people what they need in these desperate times. And how could I write anything else if this is what I truly believe? It must be well after midnight. With you, I can be honest about what truly troubles me. Jack told me that he was responsible for the fire in Kingsbridge.
No, don't put that in there.
I know that it was a long time ago. He told me he set fire to the roof because he had heard monks were bad people. And I don't think Tom knew either.
Save yourselves!
What's happening?
The saint! We must save the saint!
Oh, alright.
Fire! The whole roof is in flames! My God!
Don't go in there! But help us! The saint! We must save him! No! No! Don't go!
And as horrible as it may sound, I cannot find it in my heart just now to forgive Jack. Maybe because this confession comes too late, and from a man who I have learned to trust. This is the truth. I should get some air, Francis. The storm has settled down.
Ugh.